Hello, everyone. Now, before I get into too far into the stream, I need just keep on the lookout for a specific user, because I kind of don't want him coming in here and causing trouble. So if you see a familiar name pop up in here, just yeah, let me know. CN. Now, I know this stream isn't. I know I said this stream would be like Conrail, but I just gotta. So, because I see someone down here said I need to get some more jointed rail content. Well, I have got more jointed rail. I just didn't tell anyone. Well, his name is Darren. I'll only say that. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm just setting up my yard. Just because, you know. And by the way, for anyone who has Trainz 12 and is missing the Conrail Heritage Unit interior, I do have it now. It is now available. I have a video of it, or a video with a download link posted in it, so you can get it. Oh, whoa! Camera just went way out of focus. And if you hear a fan in the background, hi Douglas. If you hear a fan in the background, please try to ignore it. My room is just extreme. It's like smoldering. It's like, it feels like I'm in an oven right now. So I have to have a fan on, otherwise I could end up passing out. So yeah, me neither. Alright. Ooh, one sec. I'm gonna put the cam down because this thing's not at its full volume. Hello, brother. But VNSF Fan 2002, I did a little looking into it. I'm fairly certain my brother made an alt account. Come in, just from the clues. Anyways, because there are no good freeware SD70 Mac interiors. So, alright, this is for everyone who just joined the stream. Hang on. Alright, let's get started. Now, I have not. Okay, we're not gonna talk about the stuff Darren is the Minecraft Conrail is posting. Okay, just because I don't want just because I don't want him coming in here and making a huge scene about things. Happy birthday! Happy early birthday, Caleb. Yep. Okay, well, never mind then. Sorry about that. You just had some. Never mind. My brother recently changed his account, so I'm like, okay, well, it's probably him. Changed his account to some girlfriend thing, so. Oh shoot. CSX Trainz 10. This is. It's supposed to be a Conrail SD70 Mac, but it's on an SD70M mesh, so I'm not sure what to say about there. Caleb, no offense, probably not, just because, probably not, because, just because, like, videos, they take a while, they take forever for me to edit together, and, like, what was it, I don't know, it was my, ROHV YTP that I made. That took almost an hour to throw together. Alright, here we go. Alrighty. I have not seen your Q&A videos yet. That should not happen. Hang on. I may have a yeah, I've got a mesh to fix, because I don't think that's supposed to happen. What'd you get from the sale? Alright, well, these cars, I'm gonna take these up to the mountain. Nice. I've already caught them, so that really doesn't excite me all that much. Alright, so we got this. This is a TMCR-840CW that I personally fixed up. And I even went ahead and... It's a RS3L CSX, by the way. First party, what? I think I've explained this. I think I've over-explained this enough, but N3V can only add assets from the DLS to Trainz Driver 2. It just is what it is. I'm sorry. That's how it works. They can't add third-party content because, for one thing, like, Jointed rail content is one thing I've seen people asking to have put in trains a lot. Well, they can't. One, the content is too high quality for, the content is too high quality for mobile devices to handle. Yes, 1997 is on the DLS, but anyway, back to what I was saying. It's too high quality for mobile devices to handle, and on top of that, it's payware, so they'll be charging like less money for it, and all the money would go to JR anyway. Can you do a CR GE-840C in NS patch? Maybe. I'm not really into. I don't really make patch locomotives. I like to go off and get creative with my reskins. Like this, for example. Yes, they can add 1997 if they want. I highly doubt they're going to, though, just because I didn't include the interior as one part of the downloads, but then again, knowing N3V, they'll probably add that themselves. Nice. So knowing N3V will probably receive one of these interiors or something else crappy. And they would have to ask me first anyway, because I probably wouldn't let them. Well, thank you. The chassis engine, actually, for me, kind of is not my best work, because the yellow, I made it a little too light, so it looks like a puke green. And even this reskin I'm not proud of either, because I barely did anything to the mesh. Because the Minecraft Conrail, he screwed it up so bad. Yeah. It doesn't, which irritates me. This is a locomotive from the DLS, but I would not download it if you don't know how to fix up the mesh to make it look realistic, because quite honestly, it looks terrible unless you actually do a lot of work and fix it like I did. And even then, it's still not. This is Emansely's. Okay, the model is SPR bus, and I think a user called Emansely, whatever his name is, I think he's the one that added the textures and stuff. This is actually reskinned from the Norfolk Southern Conrail Norfolk Southern C40-8W, so it's. I think actually Owen Concord helped out with this skin. I'm not 100% sure on that. I'm not sure either. I don't even play Trainz Driver 2 much anymore, because the game just kind of sucks, if you ask me. I mean, as long as they don't, for me really, well, to be, in all fairness, NS8098 fan, that is my opinion, and I do have the right to have my opinion on it, and I also have the right to share it. I personally do not like TD2, just because of, you know, I have, well, then that's because I have Trainz 12, so I don't need to. Angry Conrail noises. Interesting. Not heard that one in a while. I do. I do have Owen Concord's Conrail AC4 400s, but they have the bogies are broken, so I kind of can't use them right now. Oh jeez. Okie dokie. The bogies are broken, so I gotta fix that at some point. I don't know what happened there, but I do know there was a Conrail C4-2 rail fan. There is actually a YouTuber. Her name is Lady in Platinum Miss. Anyway, I think a few months back she made a kit bash of something from Jointed Rail, and she made it into a really good looking SD70 standard cab model. I don't know if Jointed Rail will make one. Quite honestly, I think they're I think right now they've got I heard they have yeah. I know that they are working on some AC. I think they're working on a model of the Norfolk Southern AC44 C6Ms, which will be interesting to see, considering I don't like those locomotives, but whatever. I do, judging from the fact that they have a NS patched SD9043 AC on the site as payware, I do believe that they might be working on an SD70 ACU, which if they are, I will absolutely pick that up, because the NS SD70 ACU is my favorite, is one of my favorite rebuilds, aside from the, what else? It's my favorite DC to AC rebuild besides the SD60E. I don't actually know if that's DC to AC, but whatever. Oh no, the SD70 ACC is my second favorite. Third favorite rebuild is the SD60E. Yeah, it's just the SD70 ACUs, they look so good. Especially in that SD90 Mac car body. Okay, this is what's getting under my skin about this reskin project. I'm starting to get a little bit irritated with people asking me about time periods for these reskins. No. Just... Okay, I really don't mean to sound like a jerk here, but just be patient. When I decide to show it, I will show it. Just... That's really all I ask, is just be patient for it. The Monon Heritage unit, which was requested by an 8098 fan, it will be an SD70 ACE. I will release it if I get permission, but if it's gonna be the same situation like some other content creators have run into, like Just Say CSX, aka Lady in Platinum Mist, which I mentioned her earlier. She had some SD40-3 models that she had made, and she was gonna release them to a site called Notch 8 Reskins, but a bunch of people kept asking for them, and she eventually just decided to keep them private. And I don't really want to do that, because I want people to be able to have these reskins I make if I get permission to release them, but I'm not going to release them if people are going to keep asking me for them. So just be patient. Just be patient. I'm not joking. Go over... Okay, after the stream, Conrail SD4-2 Railfan, go over to Trainz Custom... Look up Trainz Custom Content. And look, there's 2 videos by Lady in Platinum Mist, and one of them, I think it's her first one, her first content showcase. She showed off her SD40-3s. One of them was a special clinch field unit, or had some special clinch field nose paint. Anyways, she was gonna release them, but some people don't know how to be patient, and she just kept them private. So yeah, the SD80 Max are, I've heard they're really starting to show their age, so they do need a rebuild. I don't mean to diss the SD9043, SD90 Mac fans, but those also were in dire need of a rebuild. You can even find like on websites where people talk about certain locomotives. Like if you search up discussions related to the SD90 Mac, oh boy, you're gonna find people in there talking about how they run like crap. Which, if it all is true, then there's good reason for them to be rebuilt. Well, it's because for me, when my preference of locomotives are locomotives that are reliable, or they look cool, or just multitude of different factors. And to be really honest, I don't really like any of the Mac locomotives that are above, or that are beyond the SD70 Max, or the SD70 series locomotives, just because oh snap, 1 second. You're not really that late. You know what? I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. Yeah. Well, unfortunately, listen, I don't associate any of the locomotives, any of the ROHV characters, I don't associate them with their real models ever. It's because that's not them. Like, okay, I get. Here's a good example. So about 7 months ago, NS ES44AC 8041 came through town on NS 368. I don't know if it was 368 or 60C, but it was one of those two. Anyways, I didn't associate it with Sean. I just commented on this video that I saw. It was I commented on the video and I was like, nice catch. Your son just saw NS ES44AC 8041. I didn't even mention Sean. I've seen NS 1036 go past the Chesterton camp. Did I associate it with Carrie? Absolutely not. I just don't associate the Rails of Highland Valley characters with their real life models. That's just how it is. So I will do 5265, but it's just gonna be it's just not gonna have any relation to Dave. Yeah, that's most common with rebuilt engines. They don't the numbers tend to come out different. well, anyways, so as far as update time goes for railroads, CSX got their first order of ST70 AHs, which are their version of the ST70 Tier 4s. They got 9 of them. I think actually they I think got 20 of them, because this first order was actually NS's order before it was canceled. And there's actually some details you can look at, and they'll tell you that they were initially for NS. So I think CSX is going to have 20 of them in total, which is going to be interesting. Personally, I'm not a big fan of the 70 ACE Tier 4 design. Anyways, guys, so if you go on to Trainz Forge, so you got the old big boy models. Well, thanks to the work of Daylight Trainz and some other guys, we got a new big boy model, and it's actually a lot higher quality. That came from one of Kevin the Train Hunter's videos. Now, here's the thing about it. Though. It's not gonna have the nose detail I put on it, or at least it's gonna have like half of it. The one I made, I had to reskin it a little bit to add some of the missing details. Alright, so I'm gonna turn this fan down so we can hear 4014's whistle. So yeah, they got a new big boy model released. It's really quite good. I've seen mixed reactions to those. If you watch Delay in Block Productions, he says he likes them because they look like an Alco ACE Gevo hybrid, which they do. Me personally, I think EMD was going for more of a GE look, hence why it kind of resembles a Tier 4, a first production run ES44 AC Tier 4. I know that's probably going to trigger some people. Anyways, if my game decides to load, I'm going to go ahead and show off this new big boy model. And then I'm probably going to end the stream because it's really hot up here. And I'm thinking about going outside and doing some stuff. Yeah, and and as far as I'm concerned, this new big boy model will never come to the mobile versions, and there's a good reason why. Anyways, I'm gonna rev it up. And this thing revs up, like, we'll start moving really fast. You know what? What? Yeah, what? What is it, NS8098 fan? Well, in that case, then you'll be able to enjoy some of the high quality content that's available if you get Trainz 2019. Well, if Norfolk Southern 8102 Productions is 11 away, let's help him out. If there's 5 people who are there's 6 people watching, and hopefully we can get him hopefully we can get him a little closer to his 300 mark. Yeah, someone the other day told me I should get Trainz 2019. I'm like, well, for one thing, the computer I have I don't think is strong enough to run it, and second of all, I've heard it's like loaded with bugs, and I decided, okay, well, I'll just wait until they get all these bugs out, and then I'll give it a shot. Not saying I'm gonna like it, but I guess it's worth it for me to give it a shot. This is one of a rail fan with burgundy hairs creations. Just with missing text on top, just because it doesn't work correctly for some reason. My biggest question is, I have never been able to white map these SPR bus models for reskinning, because I use paint.net, and that's what I tend to do. And I can tell it's been white mapped because this right here is a very typical sign of white mapping. Spokane International. Yeah, until N3V fixes all those bugs, there's no chance I'm gonna buy that game. Here's what I need to do with these. I need to put some form of a NS patch on these and get rid of the Union Pacific lettering. And what I would love to do at some point is to be able to learn how to kit bash, and I would gladly stick a Norfolk Southern cab on the front of this thing and then reskin the rest of it. Or I would more than gladly stick an SD70 ACE cab on the front. I know they're old. Like, I have some really, really old content in here. Oh, and by the way, that Big Boy 4014 doesn't just come with one Big Boy. It also comes with these Big Boys that have ARN, some auto-running numbers. CSX. Alright, well, I'm just gonna go down to the yard. And, might work on a reskinning project, might not, depends. But right now, it's so hot in this room right now. Like, literally, you start to feel like you're gonna pass out if you don't have a fan on, which I probably should. I looked around on the DLS and I did not find a single good horseshoe curve map. If someone makes, I know the Trainz Nut Productions, or YouTube Productions now, I know he has one. But if it's any good, I don't know, per se. Oh, my clock's going off. I hope Jointed Rail will make the whole Chicago line at some point, because that's my rail line. The thing about making the Chicago line is, if they make that area, they're gonna have to make Napanee, Indiana, and the CSX Mana Garrett Willard sub. That's the thing. So I doubt they're gonna make any of that. If someone would just make an SD70 ACU model and release it, that would be so good. Because if they don't, I'm gonna have to take an SD90 Mac model and I had Trainz a New Era for a little while, but then I got rid of it, only for a couple minutes, because I tried to log into it and the game is just so laggy. So I swapped over for the game that I know well. Alright, so yeah, Alright, so school's gonna start up in like a month or so, and then I'm gonna have to completely postpone the CSX Heritage units for a little while. So I will probably only get the. I probably won't make any releasable ones for a while, since I've got the BNO to get out of the way, and then I got that Monon thing to work. Monon thing to finish. I don't even know if that's a railroad CSX took over. I'll have to do more research on that. See, here's why I don't like these jointed rail meshes. Is because this the door mesh is completely separate from the rest of the cab. So you'll have the front, but then the door is separated off to the side, and I don't even know how people manage to do it. I know. A rail fan with burgundy hair. I know he has an NS SD70M-2 reskin he made using the freeware SD70M, I don't know how he managed to line up that logo perfectly across the door, but it just pains me, so that's why I don't put anything on the door, and I put the logos off to the side because it's easier for me. I've been thinking about that. At this point, I'm not sure if I'm gonna do it. I might still. It really all depends. It really all depends on whether or not I feel like doing it. I have this random thing. And these, which I use for occasional filming at crossings. It's like really starting to burn up in here right now, and no, I did not. I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream, guys, just because I'm not feeling the best right now. It's literally so, it feels like I'm in an oven right now. It's like this hot in my room right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream and go cool off a little bit, because it's like, it's unimaginable. If y'all were in my room right now, you'd understand how it feels, what it feels like. It's incredibly hot. See ya.